Hi friends, are you interested to know about the ship Ever Given which is stuck at the Suez Canal? Do you know how the shipping works and how Suez Canal is important and when was it last closed? I am Captain Gyanendra Singh, a captain from the Merchant Navy. We call it as a master mariner with 27 years of shipping experience, and presently an auditor, inspector and trainer for the seafarers, assisting the shipping industry in improving safety and efficiency in operations. Today I will explain to you the unprecedented situation in the Suez Canal. Starting from basics, if you can visualize the world map, or you can note here, the land extends from extreme north to extreme south at two locations. One, if we see North America and South America, it is extending all the way from the northern latitudes to the southern latitudes close to the poles. And secondly, around Europe and Africa. These two large extensions from extreme north to extreme south divide the waters, the navigable waters across the ocean, into two major parts. The North and South Atlantic being one part, and the other being Indian Ocean and Pacific Ocean. So any cargo which has to move from the Indian Ocean to Atlantic, if the vessel size allows, a vessel is a ship, if the ship size allows, it would generally pass through the Suez Canal, Mediterranean Sea, Straits of Gibraltar and into the Atlantic Ocean. And from there it may go towards Europe, to the Western Africa or the eastern coast of America. The other option is to pass south of South Africa, the southern tip being called the Cape of Good Hope. Similarly, the cargo may come back from the Atlantic Ocean into the Indian Ocean. If a cargo has to be moved from the Atlantic Ocean into the Pacific, the passage available is through Panama Canal. If again the ship size allows, is such that it can pass through the canal, or the other option is passing south of South America, which is called the Magellan Strait. So as you can observe, the two main shortcut passages at sea are Suez Canal and Panama Canal. When we say canal, it means it's not natural, it's a man-made sea passage. Both these passages are very narrow and the navigation is not easy. You may know that today the Suez Canal is closed. An unprecedented situation. This has never happened in a long time in the past, that Suez Canal is closed for such a long time. A ship by the name Ever Given met with an accident on the 23rd of March, early morning hours, and it has lodged itself across the Suez Canal and the canal is blocked. Can you believe the value? $200 million worth of cargo is being stuck up every hour. A total of $9.6 billion of cargo each day is stuck and cannot be moved. Are you aware 12% of the global trade actually passes through the Suez Canal? And all this is stopped not for few hours, it is stopped since Tuesday morning, and today is Sunday. If you like to know when has the Suez Canal been blocked earlier, in 2020 it was for just few hours when a vessel by the name Al Murayak got stuck in sand. In 2018 again it was just a few hours when 3 bulk carriers had an accident. In 2017, again a container vessel got stuck in the canal for again just few hours. Prior to that was in 2004, where an oil tanker by the name Tropic Brilliance had got lodged on the sideways and the canal was shut for 3 days. But that was the longest as per the known information. As I've explained, the passage from Indian Ocean to the Atlantic, there are only two. One is through the Suez Canal and the other passing south of South Africa, that is Cape of Good Hope. Can you just guess the difference in the distance if a ship has to go from the southern tip of India to a location in Europe? If it passes through Suez Canal versus passing south of South Africa, the difference is 3,500 sea miles, which is close to 7,000 kilometers. Can you imagine if a passage is blocked and you have to go take the longer route, which is 7,000 kilometers longer? The shipping trade carries raw material and finished products. All are stopped. All the ships which pass through Suez Canal are all stopped on both sides of the canal. Imagine the loss of business. Imagine the rise in prices, availability of products, all are going to get affected. All the factories which use the raw material being brought by ships, either from Atlantic to the Indian Ocean or from Indian Ocean to the Atlantic, would all have a standstill. The jobs would stop. All finished products which are carried from both sides would not reach the customers. There will be no sale. Imagine the exporters will not get the money. The shops will start drying up of those products. This is the kind of effect that can take place if shipping stops. In the last year, COVID hit the entire world. Almost all businesses were affected. Can you imagine? Shipping was one business which just carried on, not in terms of profit, but in terms of service to the world. It just carried on. All essential equipment, essential products, whatever is carried from one country to the other, whatever was being produced and was required across the globe, was carried by shipping all throughout the year, when so many other things stopped moving, stopped being utilized, stopped in operation. And today, just because of one error, just because one ship has got stuck at the Suez Canal, the trade has come to a standstill. Suez Canal, which is 193 kilometers long, in terms of sea miles, it is 120 miles long, is connecting the Red Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. The northern end is called Port Said and the southern end is the Port Suez. It is not wide enough to allow passage of ships from both ends. The ships pass in a convoy in one direction. There are many types of ships which ply the oceans. This particular ship, the Ever Given, is a container ship. Now try to understand the complexity of the situation at sea. This container ship is owned by a Japanese owner. It is on time charter being operated by a Taiwanese company. It is registered and flying the flag of Panama. It is managed by a company based in Europe. It is run by the crew belonging to a different country. The cargo is being carried from one country to the other. It may be visiting ports completely different from all the countries mentioned so far. And now the accident has taken place in Egypt. Imagine the complexity with the number of nationalities involved. So, to wind up, this 400-meter long container ship called Ever Given has got stuck in the Suez Canal on Tuesday morning, that was 23rd. The ship is 400-meter long, the channel is hardly 200-meter wide, and it has got stuck across the channel with one end touching one side of the channel and the other end of the ship touching the other side of the channel, and it has almost got embedded into the sand on both sides. This ship is 2018 built Japanese vessel. You can imagine the quality. Latest vessel, good construction, less than 3 years old. But if there are not the right people at the helm, it's not properly taken care of, it's not properly navigated, this is what can happen. Imagine how many ships, more than 100 ships, cross the Suez Canal every day. Imagine how often this can happen. Imagine how much service the shipping is doing to the world. That out of 100 ships a day, for one complete year, if you say 36,500 ships as an average, and if you see over 10 years, you can imagine and keep calculating, in so many years, one accident takes place. That's the kind of due diligence which shipping does to the industry, to the society, to the world. But sometimes the time may be bad, sometimes the day may be bad, sometimes the situation may be bad, and the best of people can fail. And this is what has happened. And if shipping fails, we can see what happens to the world. Businesses are going to go down, exports are going to slow down, all manufacturing industry is going to slow down or shut down for days and days until this clears off. So I hope you understand and enjoyed this information. Thank you, take care, be safe, and let's wait for an early clearance of the Suez Canal. Take care, bye.